Welcome to the RJ Vangueety Show on Radio India, worldwide digital stream, radio for a better world.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and I tell you, as an artist, it's always when people appreciate what you make. That's 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 more than money. That's more than anything. When people look at it and say it's beautiful. So, and it's and again, I know your husband. He's really one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. And no, I mean, not only that, it's for you. It's he probably he knows your capability. He knows how brilliant you are. So I'm sure that even your kids, both your daughters, they probably know that okay, mom's making something. It's gonna come out great. So it's beautiful. So now, do you do any portraits? Anything where they call them portraits where they make a
Yeah.
painting of somebody or.
Yeah. My husband's aunt is there. She is also a painter.
Mm-hmm.
So one day she rang me up and she told me, you have to make a painting. In that painting, there is a man
Mm-hmm.
who is hugging a lady to his heart.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady's face is seen to outside.
Okay.
And I must make a painting of such a thing with the knife painting.
Mm-hmm.
So she gave me the project to do. So I did a painting of that. It's a portrait.
Mm-hmm.
So in that, the knife painting is there. In that, I did paint a lady at his heart where he is holding her with a hand.
Mm-hmm.
And the colors of the lady's lady colors
Mm-hmm.
are depicted in his mind also, in his head also.
Mm-hmm.
So she is in his mind also, and she is in his heart also.
Wow.
So there's a lady in the heart, and the lady is in the mind.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a goddess, it can be anything. She can be anything.
Anything, anyone. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. So, wow, that's kind of deep. All right. So when your when Anagara's aunt told you to paint that. So all you painters basically, do you guys give each other ideas when it comes to your mind, saying, okay, this is.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, it goes between when your aunt, she thinks that.
We have, luckily I'm very lucky to be there with all the Sainik school, military school, and wherever there is an art teacher.
Mm-hmm.
I've been asking them to give me ideas, and we discuss about things.
It's beautiful that how one person can give you an idea and then it just comes through you. So basically, it was meant for you to do it and you did it. So that's. Now, would you be able to take pictures of your paintings and send it to me? I would like to post it on our website for people to see. Will that be okay?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, cool. Now, I'm gonna let's move forward a little bit. I know you were into golf too. I know that. Let's talk about golf a little bit. So how does that come about? When you play or when you started playing, what triggered for you to play golf?
Actually, when we were posted in Bangalore, my husband was involved in making the golf course. It was a old golf course which he had to renovate and make it into a 18-hole golf course at the Bangalore AFC Center South. So he was there in making that. And first, the moment we went there, we had a competition for all ladies, just a putting competition. That means only putting one ball into one hole and one green. Only the small competition for ladies. So when I went there, I won the first prize in that. So that initiated my golf.
So you basically picked up a golf club. You picked up a putter.
Yeah.
And you putted it.
And I did with that. first I got the prize. Then gradually I started learning. There we had, my husband was making the golf course. And we had a golf coach. His name was Mr. Balan. So we wanted to employ him into the golf course. So we had to take somebody to be learning from him. Then I said, I volunteered. I will learn and I will start playing. So every day I used to walk about 4 kilometers to the golf course, learn, come back. That continued for 3 years at Bangalore.
Now, did you? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Then we went to Assam. So in Assam we have one golf course, Army golf course. So there I started, without any golf course, there I started playing on my own. And there also I took part along with men in the golf tournament. And I won a prize.
Wow. Okay. Now again, that's why I use the word mad genius, because again you picked it up and you started beating people, and so it amazes me. I'll tell you my golf story. So a few of my friends, we went in Phoenix. It's a nice golf course here. We 4 of us, we played 18 holes, and I hit like 160 shots, and which is, all of us are like that, 150, 160, And after the 128th one, and it was a par 3. I think it was the 12th or something, and it was a par 3. So I decided, I said, and my friends were just like, just pick it up, man. They were like, just pick up the ball, you're not doing it. I'm like, no, man, I'm finishing this par 3, and I took like 6 shots to finish that. So I kind of know, you know it, people, we play for just recreational reasons. We are not, we are not even close to what you play. But now it's for you. Did you ever think you want to go pro golf? Did you ever think that, okay, how about I become a pro and I compete in? Did it ever come to you? Did you ever think that I'm good enough to play on a professional level? Did you ever think that?
Yeah. When I went and played at the golf course at Wellington, near Ooty, I played a good game. There I felt like that. And after that, before playing at that course, one day I was in the art room along with the children. And one lady and her husband came. Did you see the golf course at Wellington? They asked me. So then I said, I will show you. I have not seen the golf course at that time. I was yet to go there. But I made a painting of golf course, 18-hole golf course with bunkers and with water hazards. And after doing the painting, they came from USA. So they saw the painting and then they said, do you have ladies' tees at Wellington course? Then I said, yes, we have. But I didn't know whether we had it or not. I expected that Army golf course at Wellington must provide a tee for the ladies also.
Yeah.
So after doing the painting, then after next Sunday I went to play at the golf course at Wellington, and I did play from the ladies' tee. And I played a good game. So there I thought that I can become a pro.
So, and but is it like family? I know you have small children then, and all that.
Yeah.
It is.
I do take my children to the golf course.
You do. Does your girls play golf? Both of them?
My elder one, she is into swimming much. And the younger one was a little bit of golf. Yeah,
and so basically, So both of them are kind of in sports. One is in swimming, one is in one is in golf. So that that's again I guess that's the gene you passed on to them. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, this is a question. Do you think you get your creative genius side, from our side of the family or from your dad's side of the family?
It's a very tricky question, but I am very lucky to have a nice parents because my father used to be a good kabaddi player, a good swimmer, and a good mathematician. At the same time, very good at buying art from people. So when I was not born, my father bought some painting from one artist when the artist had no money. My father paid him and bought the painting. And my mother is such a lady. If I show her a painting, she will enjoy it like anything, and she will. If I have any drawbacks in that, she will definitely point out and make me do a better thing. And when I was not born, she used to see the paintings of Raja Ravi Verma and analyze them. And that thing from both of them has come to me. And the sportsmanship and the artistry and I bent towards the mathematical things also. It has come from my parents.
I mean, your mom and my dad. I have seen them talk music. I've seen them discuss music. On an extensive level, the knowledge those two have is just amazing. So it's and with the background they had and everything, it's I know a lot about
You're now listening to Radio India on Worldwide Digital Stream, radio for a better world.
किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे और मैं भी हूँ सिद्धियाँ हूँ किस्मत के आड़े मैं रोके रुकूं तू की राह में उठूं बिजले तोड़ कर फैलाऊंगा मैं पर तुझ में जितना है जोर तू लगा ले मगर हंस के कट जाएगा ना झुकेगा ये सर जान लेके किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं रेगिस्तानों में आग है जितनी है लहू खोलता मेरा इन रगों में फिर भी खाकसारों को खाक ही काफी रास मुझको है खामोशी मेरी बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सहता मैं रहा बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सहता मैं रहा जान लेके किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं किस्मत में बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं
कब से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सहता मैं रहा बेजुबां कब से मैं रहा बेगुनाह सहता मैं रहा
जाने लगे किस्मत बांटे हैं राहों में कांटे हैं मैं भी हूँ सिद्धियाँ हूँ किस्मत के आड़े मैं रोके रुकूं क्योंकि राह में उठूं बिजली तोड़
You're now listening to Radio India on Worldwide Digital Stream, radio for a better world.
That thing from both of them has come to me. And the sportsmanship and the artistry and I bent towards the mythological things also. It has come from my parents.
I mean, your mom and my dad.
Yeah.
I've seen them talk music. I've seen them discuss music.
Yes.
On an extensive level, the knowledge those two have is
Yes.
just amazing. So it's and with with the background they had and everything, it's I know a lot about your mom too. So now when you decide to do when something comes to you, anything, it can be a painting or it can be something. How is it? How do you manage that? How do you manage all this going on, the golf and the painting and everything else, and then being a mother and a wife? How does everything fall into place for you?
I'm not struggling to do anything.
No, I understand.
It comes to me and
I understand.
I'm taking it as it comes to me.
Yeah. No, but why? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, why I ask you this question is because I know a lot of people, there's only 24 hours in a day, so I just was curious that, I'm not saying, I know you very well, so, I just sometimes, I wonder that so much going on in your life is, the question should have been, I should have asked in a different way is, how do you give yourself time to paint? That's the question, out of taking yourself out of the family life and that's a better question is how do you find time to to do that kind to do your creative stuff, but that's great, that's fine though. As far as you said about the military life you had, the discipline and everything. Is it advantageous for you? Is it an advantage for you? There's so much discipline in your life because of the lifestyle you have. So everything happens on time, everything's done on time, and so do you think that helps? The discipline in life helps in everything.
Yeah, it helps a lot. And at the same time, there's a small painting I made it. It's known as the music. So in that we have 7 colors, like 7 ragas, but they are at a controlled movement. So music is such a thing. At the same time, painting is such a thing, and the light is such a thing. If you have, at a particular moment, if you put it down, at a particular moment, if you put it up, it shows the beauty of life.
Absolutely.
I feel so.
Absolutely, yeah. And when you said it's, the discipline in music is if you go out of time or go out of rhythm or go out of sync, it just doesn't sound, it doesn't sound right. So, I totally understand your painting now. And so music, you spoke about music. I'm a musician, and and do you remember once I sent you, when you were living in Karnal, when we were living in Delhi, I sent you an audio cassette of, I made a few small pieces of music and sent it to you. Do you remember anything? Do you remember? That's when I was like 17 or 18. I sent to you, and
I remember.
For you to listen. Now, I'm gonna talk about a little bit about family, our family life, and our families and all that. Is there's a lot of talented people. I mean, I'm not saying. I mean, you're at a different level as far as I'm concerned. It's in our family, in our thing. Do you think if there's a little bit of discipline, there's a lot of people would have accelerated in arts or music or anything like that? Do you think that?
Yeah, they need a little bit of push from the parents and their siblings also.
Because and I know that a lot of our engineers, doctors, professors, you and I basically got out of there, But it's for us. When I think of our family and our background, there's so much. I mean, look at you. You just said things about your father and your mother, and both talented people, both basically geniuses in their own right, and the time they grew up in, the era they were in. It's for them, and I'll tell you, I didn't know that about your father, what you just told me. It's amazing, because I met your father only once, and when I was like 6 or 7, that's it. So, and in that, it's just fascinating to me that he was a sportsman. There's so much which I did not know about it. It's just amazing how much you find out about people and all. And patience, you have a lot of patience. I've seen that. I'm gonna give the listeners a little example here. You and your husband have so much patience is because we have a common aunt, and sometimes she and her husband used to show up to our house in Delhi with like 10 people, and then 10 and we 4 used to come to your house, 14 of us, and not once I've seen anybody get frustrated with us. It's just so much patience you and your husband have with people showing up and just now that patience, and is it something, how does it work? Because I mean, because of why I'm asking you this is, it's not easy when like 10 people show up to your house. It's not it's not easy when a bunch of people show up to your house. So how do you guys manage that, like family showing up that much?
I don't know. Both of us like people having at our place, and he also enjoys it.
Yeah, that's something which used to amaze me, that anybody comes to our house used to come to your house, and them and us together. There's a bunch of people showing up. So yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about your husband, because I've always seen him in, again, being a military officer, and all. I've seen him in always in control. He's always nice to everybody. He's polite. And that itself is a gift. I don't think it has to do anything with the army discipline. It's a gift, a person has. So when you guys spend time together, when you're alone, how is it? How is the interaction like between you two? Is it what I'm trying to say is it's because of you guys go out, you guys enjoy yourself. How do you guys get time from out of his school? I mean, he's the headmaster of a school, and how does it how does it work for you both in his busy schedule and in your busy schedule to take time out, spend time together?
Sometimes we generally go in the morning for a walk around 5:30. And go around the school and see if there is a new flower blooming in the school garden. He will show me or I will show him, and we enjoy the beauty of it.
Wow. Simple thing. It's just a simple thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful, but
we see the beauty of sunrise and in the evening sunset. And we try to pluck beautiful fruits in the school garden and then taste it.
It sounds small, but it's so beautiful. It sounds like a small thing to do, but it is the most beautiful thing in the world. So that's great. And for anybody listening, and I know in India, we have the kids are pushed towards academics, and mostly parents want them to become an engineer or a doctor or a lawyer or whatever. What would you say to parents to encourage them to their creative side? What would be your message to them?
Till they are 4th class, give them the basic education about the life and what they want to become. And then later on decide themselves and choose the path what they want to come into.
So basically, So basically, let them be what they want to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Alrighty, so let me think. I would have a million questions, but we will run out of time soon. What is it with one thing which explains you? Who is Anuradha?
Who is Anuradha? Anuradha is such a thing. My meaning of the name is that Radha means Buddhi. Anuradha means Buddhi, that which any other person doesn't have. This is the meaning of my name.
There you go.
My grandmother has selected for me.
So she knew something.
Yeah.
She knew something when you were born.
Yeah, she knows something about me when I was born.
Beautiful. All right. So that's beautiful. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your time, giving it to us, Radio India, and I will talk to you later. Thank you so much for your time.
The interview with the artist Anuradha. Hope you enjoyed listening to this portion of the RJ Vangueety show. I appreciate all the listeners, and you can follow me at Venu Vangueety on Twitter, and go to our website and email us any questions and any feedback. And thanks for listening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.